Yeah, dude, it's just, weather's getting nice. Concert season's coming up. I just,
Weather's getting nice. Where the fuck are you? We're having a literal whiteout here.
Well, today it hasn't been nice here at all. It's been in the 30s and a lot of wind and snow flurries blowing around, but it's going to be in the mid 60s again tomorrow.
Yeah. See, this weather's bullshit, dude. I'm so tired of fucking... Every day, I'll go outside, I'll be wearing a hoodie, and it's 70. And then the next day, I don't wear a hoodie, and it's fucking 10. It sucks.
I know.
And I've been sick the whole fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Sick of it because I'm trying. I mean, I'm taking all my dumb vitamins and doing my stupid yoga and fucking wearing the right clothes and shit, trying not to get sick this year. But this weather's not helping me any.
Sure.
But anyhow,
yeah. So anyway, that's what's going on with me. You obviously just, squirreled away working.
I've been working like a crazy man, because I didn't have enough to do. I'm literally launching 2 other businesses, because I have so much free time in those 10 minutes that I'm not working. Now I've added 2 more things. So, more on that soon, but yeah. So look at me, Mr. 4 business owner.
Yeah. and your book release is coming up. Now, I saw you mention something about a publisher and stuff. Is that going to change anything with your book, or is that?
No, absolutely not. There's a friend of mine that was my running buddy in Korea. He has a friend that is pretty high up at a fairly major publishing firm. And he just put me in contact with her.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we're literally at the start of discussions, really.
Sure.
But for me, there's no way in hell am I not putting the book out. Myself. I've kept back some chapters on the, I haven't even talked about this really, but I do have a literary agent that I hired, to actually, that's going to try and market the Call Me Chris book.
Okay.
For trying to get a TV movie or something, if that could be grabbed. And so that agent, the first thing she said to me was that I should hold back a few chapters, because there's some legalities to it as far as, the registration of the book and whatever.
Shh, bonus tracks.
Exactly. Well, I have 6 bonus chapters that are not in Call Me Chris right now, that should I get picked up by a publisher, I have another 6 chapters to go, which will probably be about another 100 pages. So it'll be a thicker, bigger book, but we'll see. And, I'll say this. I don't think that they impact a whole lot.
Okay.
I don't. Obviously, if I thought they were impactful, I would have used them. But I kind of thought that they were a little bit kind of repetitive, so I didn't. But they're there if need be. So we'll see. But no, the book will be out on May 21st. I can't thank the fans enough. Considering we really haven't talked about it at all, and the fans are really stepping up and pre-ordering it. I'm over 100 pre-orders, which is really, really kind of shocking to me.
Right.
But yeah, it'll be out on the 21st of May.
Good for you.
And you'll be here, I'm assuming, on the 21st of May.
If nothing else happens, I will be there.
Yeah, and we will do the round table discussion like we did the last time on my last book.
Sure.
That was quite the show.
Yeah, you'll be talking about eating out a menstrual bitch.
Yes, in front of my, at the time, 15-year-old niece?
Yeah. And having the V call in from a dominatrix palace, and you basically getting her all upset by, saying that her friend was hotter.
Yeah. Yeah. What did I say? I said she's the better Veronica.
Yeah, she's the better Veronica.
And she got all mad at me for months.
And she was mad for months.
And she was really mad at me.
She was really hurt that you said that.
Yeah, I was like, are you kidding? It's the fucking show. Stop it.
Yeah.
I think that was part of why she was mad, too, is because I didn't just fucking roll over on that.
Right.
I didn't just go, I'm so sorry. I was like, fuck it. I'm just playing around. I'm on the show. I'm trashed.
Yeah, she was upset.
Yeah, she was mad, but she got over it.
She did.
I haven't heard from her in forever.
I haven't either. I know that she went to England for the Formula One races or whatever they have over there.
Yeah. Well, she has new friends now.
Apparently.
You and I are out.
We're out. We're the old guard.
Yeah, we're yesterday's news.
Yeah, I texted with her probably 6 weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah, I have not heard from her in easily a month and a half.
Yeah, she was just like, I'm going to call you again I'm going to call you this week. I'm going to be doing this, and this, and I'll have free time to talk. And I'm going to call you. And then, of course, I never heard a word.
Yeah, she's not good on the phone call follow-up. She promises them a lot. But
I know.
She is okay with texting, though. If you text her, she generally will text back, at least for me.
Sure.
But, yeah, phone calls, not so much.
Right. Well, speaking of our other love, Leather Leone playing at the Foundry.
I'm going.
And he's playing here. She's playing here at Reggie's in Chicago.
Is that she's playing Reggie's, the next night, the Saturday?
Yeah, so I would kind of like to go.
Well, I'm going to the Friday one here. If you want to come down and make a weekend.
What is the date? Do you know?
The 6th
of
May? May 6th?
Okay. Well, I'll think about it.
Yeah, I mean, and if you want to keep the prices down, you can obviously stay here.
Well, it's not a matter of that. It's just a matter of planning. That's all.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, because if you're going to come back 2 weeks later,
sure,
you don't want to do double hotel rooms and whatnot.
That's all right. I'm not worried about that. It's just, just maybe it's something to do.
That's right. You're back to being a fancy man again.
I wouldn't say that, but
you had a couple of years where you had where you struggled a little bit, but you're back to being a fancy man.
I call it the lean years.
Yeah, now you're the top guy at your fucking company. You're starting new companies. You're not talking about all this on the show yet, but let's face it. You're back to being entrepreneurial again.
I am. There was a lot of lean years there, but I'm back to getting in shape, growing out the do,
That's right.
Working hard, making some money, making the show, making the CMS successful, all these other things.
All the good shit.
Right.
Just in time to, I don't know, die.
Well, yeah, that is the inevitable end, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess that's where it all lands here, doesn't it?
Sure. Well, if you want some truth here, I'm going to tell some truth.
All right, let's have some truth.
Here's some truth. There was a time not so long ago that I was waking up in the middle of the night with anxiety.
You?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How long ago? And was it around the same? You don't have to say exactly when, but was it the same time as you were sort of mixed up with that one girl?
No, it wasn't.
No.
No, it wasn't during that time.
Okay.
But if you've ever woken up in the middle of the night, like 3:00 in the morning, just out of the blue, just your heart is beating, you're sweating, you think you're having a heart attack.
Sure.
Because and I'm at that age. I'm 52 years old.
Right.
But I don't have bad habits. I don't smoke. I don't drink that much. I've always eaten healthy. I've always stayed, in a healthy weight. But you don't know. I mean, our good friend, long-haired Mike, he was a very lean guy.
Yeah, that kid had no fat on him.
And he was always active and all this. And that guy dropped dead of a heart attack of shoveling snow at 45 years old.
Exactly. Who would have thought I'd outlive him?
Yeah. So there was a couple of times that I woke up just in a anxiety. I don't know if it was a bad dream or just subconscious or whatever. But
because you woke up and you knew that like 3 hours later you had to be dealing with those fucking Indians again.
Well, it wasn't during that time. It's only been within the last 6 months.
Really?
Yeah.
And everything's going good as far as I know, isn't it?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. I didn't know what was bringing it on.
Okay. Do you know now?
I just think subconsciously it has to do with just, your inevitable future.
Oh, like fear of dying type thing?
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Right.
So I just decided, you know what? I'm a healthy guy. There's nothing wrong with me. I took my blood pressure, all these other things, like, settle down. It's a mental thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I decided, you know what? It's time to get out. I need to get out, start running, get, just get that heart beating, get back into cardio and all these other things, and I haven't felt better since.
Right. Do you really fear dying?
It's not a matter of fearing dying. It's not a fear of death.
Okay.
It's like, okay, here I'm at this point.
Right.
Where do we go from here?
Okay.
It's just like, okay, what does the future hold?
Right. Are you bucket list guy where you've got things that you're like, man, I haven't done this yet?
Not so much. It's just that I want to make the most of every day if I can.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't want to, come home from work and just watch TV and that's the end of the day.
No Netflix and chill for you.
Why? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't have any issues with relaxing and watching TV and whatnot, but I want to get out and do things. You know what I mean? I think
Sure.
it's just boredom. It's just like, is this all there is?
Yeah. Well, you know what, too, dude? We're at that age now where we've done everything.
Yeah.
There's really no, and I'm sure we'll get into the whole Guns N' Roses thing later, but like just on a peripheral level, I'm seeing a whole lot of people that are like, I didn't see him back in the day, so I have to go do it now,
Sure.
even if it's not this perfect scenario. And it's because, people are getting older and they're literally realizing this is maybe the last shot I got at it.
Sure.
At this thing that might be important to me. And it sounds like maybe you're in that place.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Maybe.
But you've done. See, I would think for you, if you're going to have that kind of a life change, that you would start traveling. That you would be.
Well, and I did. I traveled in January. I went to NAMM for the first time. I went out there for 3 days.
You took that weekend out here in Pittsburgh.
I did. I did, and that's exactly the reason I did those things.
Yeah, and there's rumor that we're going to South Dakota here in a few months.
We're going to go in the fall. And I'm going to go to L.A. for that screening whenever Bob announced that.
Right, and somehow I think you'll end up in Japan for a week at some point.
I don't know if that's the case, but
I think that's going to happen. I've already got that in my calendar that you around for those 10 days.
But yeah, definitely traveling and getting out and doing some things that I've been wanting to do for a lot of years, and actually going out and enjoying that kind of stuff.
Well, you only get one shot at it, dude.
You do. I understand that. Believe me, I understand that.
I mean, I think I say it enough because of my book, man. I mean, I have that real world thought because I've been dead.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I legitimately was brought back to life, was dead, not breathing on the table. And I have tried my damnedest to pack everything into every single day since. And now more than ever, I get people on me about, you got to fucking slow down. You got to fucking take a break for you. And I'm like, fuck that. I took a break. I was in a coma.
Well, even 2 weeks ago when I was in Toledo, Don was asking me about you and your health and everything.
Really?
He did. I swear to God.
And you were like, he's going to be dead soon.
No, I told him. I said, we talk periodically and discuss those kind of things. He goes, good. I hope he's taking care of himself. I hate to see something happen to that guy.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. And I don't want to live to be. See, that's the difference for me. I've knocked everything off of my bucket list that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Got nothing else I want to do. I mean, I'm enjoying being busy as fuck. But I'm quite content to be done in 10. I'm quite, I'm 47 right now. 57, that's probably 2 years more than I really kind of see. And I know that's kind of a morbid way to be, but whatever, dude. I got, when it's all said and done, if I die today, I got 22 years that I absolutely was not supposed to have.
Sure.
And I've done everything I want to do.
Right.
I've traveled the world. I've fucking hung out with all the bands I wanted to hang out with. I've written books. I've owned businesses. I got nothing left to do here. I've done the show. I've had fun being a radio guy. I've been quasi-famous for a little bit.
Sure.
I don't have anything else. I don't have any more accomplishments to go and find.
Right.
And I know that the answer to that should probably not be well. Okay, then I'll just die. But it is kind of where I'm at. It's like I have been blessed to have a lot of years I just wasn't supposed to have.
Right.
And I'm not going to be, I don't fear it at all. You know, the way this world is going right now, 10 years seems like an eternity that I don't want to suffer through. To be perfectly honest, I don't want to be a part of it.
Right.
You know, and, you know, when you're dead, you're just done.
Right.
There is no more part of it. You're just done. And to have had the chance to do all the things that I want to do, have done them pretty well, I'm good. You know?
Well, you know, I always tell people, you know, especially with a lot of the experiences and the things that I've gotten to do and
Sure.
people I've met and, you know, whatever, it's like I've lived a very charmed existence. I mean, it's not always been easy, and I've never been a multimillionaire rich person, but I've got to do a lot of cool things that a lot of people never get to do.
Right.
And, you know, got good stories and hosted this show for 20 years and got to travel and got to, you know, do cool stuff. And I've got no complaints.
Exactly.
You know, I've had numerous beautiful women in my life. You know that. Mm-hmm. You know, I've had the luxury of that, and it's just I've drank fine wine, I've fucked beautiful women, I've traveled, I've hung out with rock stars, I've done a lot of cool stuff. So I got no complaints.
Yeah, I'm same boat, man. I'm just like, okay, good enough. That's the only difference. I think you're more of a till my last breath guy.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm definitely not that guy. I'm like, whatever. Let me go to sleep tonight and just not wake up.
Sure.
With that.
Sure, absolutely. All right. Well, you blessed me with the Dokken remasters.
Yes.
I don't know where they came from. I'm not asking questions, but wherever they came from, I thank you.
Yeah, well, thank a listener. I'll leave it that way. Well, I'm not going to say which listener because I don't want it to come back on them, but I will thank a listener. You know who you are. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you. I've listened to them, and I'm just like, wow.
Is it that? I have not had a chance to listen to them yet. Is
Very,
it
very,
different?
very punchy.
Okay, cool.
Very punchy. So, in light of this enlightening conversation about life and death and everything, I thought I'd play something from the remastered Under Lock and Key.
Okay.
I dedicate this to you and myself.
All right.
So let's get into a little bit of Dokken with Till the Living End.
All right.
This is remastered Dokken from the Ear Candy releases.
All right.
And it's Dokken exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.
Hi, this is Don Dokken. You're tuned into the Classic Metal Show, the hardest rockin' show on the dial. Keep rockin' with Dokken.